Hi everyone, my name's Rhonda Muller. I hope this finds you all well. Just thought I'd share a little bit about me, who I am, what I do, and potentially how I can support you. I'm a nutritional therapist. I offer family health and development solutions, and I predominantly work with women and children. However, my passion is in mental health, pediatric special needs, and natural anti-aging because I am a grandmother now. I grew up in central Queensland, Central Highlands in Australia, and we now live on the Sunshine Coast in southeast Queensland. So if you're familiar with Montville, Maleny, that area, we're on acreage. We have 4 children, and our 2 youngest ones are still at home with us. My youngest was the reason I started to study nutritional therapy back in 2009. Before I started nutritional therapy, I was a small business coach, accounting, marketing, office management, etc. Just before my son's 3rd birthday, in May 2008, he was diagnosed with a neurological developmental condition. At the age of 20 months, we started to notice major milestone regression, compromised immune system. By the age of 3, he lost all of his speech and language, fine motor skills. His bowels had stopped working. We were lucky if he opened his bowels once every 7 to 10 days. He lost all eye contact, was in constant fear of his surroundings and new people. He went down to eating just 5 foods. So prior, he was eating a smorgasbord of food and went down to just 5. And that's not what we call a picky eater. We call that a problem feeder. He was also experiencing breathing concerns, skin irritations, was non-responsive to his name. And I'm not talking, just males switching off to the female tones. I mean, as in, it was like he was non-responsive. He was in his own little bubble. We couldn't brush his hair or brush his teeth, totally give away the idea of having a haircut. It was a real struggle just to get outside the front door. It was hell on wheels. And I had 3 other children as well. So it was pretty tough. I was very fortunate to be surrounded by some really good holistic, natural, integrative doctors and pediatricians, naturopaths, etc. And they were all steering me towards nutritional therapy. So that's when I threw myself into studying nutritional therapy. And my focus was mental health and pediatric special needs. I just wanted to clarify though, nutritional therapy is totally different to being a dietitian or a nutritionist. Nutritional therapists really target, nutrient therapy in regards to targeted supplements, vitamins and minerals, and specific dietary theories. So I've studied over 100 different dietary theories because it's not a one size fits all. You and I could be identical twins, and what's working perfectly for you could actually be problematic for me because of our environment. And that's where we talk about epigenetics, yeah? So as a nutritional therapist, I've been working in the field of nutrigenomics, epigenetics, things like that. And honestly, it was the backbone to recovering the health and development of my son. Now, I'm not here to spruik, any cures or anything like that. But the thing is that when you have an understanding of, what it is that you're dealing with, identify what's underlying, and really focus on removing what's harming and replenish with what's going to be healing, the whole world opens up and you can start to see some really big changes. So what I really focused on was nutritional therapy, and then layering a whole host of all the therapies, speech and language, occupational therapy, etc., and music therapy, or whatever it might be. All of those things laid upon that nutritional therapy foundation. So that's like building a concrete slab. Okay, focus on the nutritional therapy and everything else just falls into place. And the therapists that you start working with look like absolute legends because our babies are then well enough. They're able to focus, concentrate, retain all those tools and strategies and actually put them into place. And as parents, that's all we want. We just want the best for our babies. We want them to be healthy and happy. So, that's pretty much what I do. So he was diagnosed in 2008. Fast forward to May 2016, my son's diagnosis, his official diagnosis, was actually removed. And like I said, you know, that was never my intention. I just wanted him to be healthy and happy. The other thing that happened in 2016 was my health plummeted because I had burnt myself into the ground. You know, my energy levels were constantly crashing up and down. And as a nutritional therapist, I already knew what I needed to do. But when your stress levels are you're just running on empty for so long, you know, no amount of food and vitamins and things like that are going to be enough. And I was surrounded, like I said, you know, I had a lot of dear friends with that were herbalists, etc. And so I had full access to a whole host of things, but it just wasn't enough because, you know, using food, it's just a 1-to-1 ratio. Using vitamins, minerals, things like that, it's just a 1-to-1 ratio. So what I really focus on now is what we classify as nutrigenomics, and really helping the body to switch back on pathways that really activate our cells to, it's like flicking back on a switch. So our bodies start to work as nature intended. And that's a really big factor in regards to the natural anti-aging. You know, we look at our cells, rather than aging, we're starting to wind back the clock. And there's a lot of studies that when we actually start to activate our bodies using nutrigenomics and really focusing on epigenetics, reducing the stress in our environment, whether that's you know, immediately in relationships or whatever, but it also in regards to pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, you know, chemicals, etc., that are in the home. All of these things, once we start to remove what's harming and replenish with what's going to heal, our body starts to work back as like nature intended. So that's natural anti-aging. You know, your cellular health can wind back to what it was like when you were in your 20s. And to me, this is absolutely mind-blowing. You know, I'm very passionate about aligning myself with holistic integrative health professionals. So I work alongside naturopaths and you know, nutritionists, massage therapists, doctors, pediatricians, cardiologists, you name it. Yeah, we're all a network of health advocates, and you don't even have to be, you know, a health professional to get this, because it's pretty basic stuff. But the thing is that it's very heavily focused on natural, holistic solutions, but also heavily science based. So that's the kind of stuff that I do. You know, and if this is something that sounds like you're interested in regards to identifying exactly what's going on, looking at, you know, the chemical load, free radical damage, oxidative stress, gut health, mitochondrial dysfunction, let me know, because this is something that can really, really help you. It's definitely not a one size fits all. It's a very targeted approach, okay? It's all about individuality. So, you know, since I've been using activation, etc., nutrigenomics, targeted activation, my energy levels haven't crashed. You know, my hair is way thicker than it's ever been. Focus, concentration is absolutely amazing. My husband's back discomfort has gone, and the son that I was talking about, the whole reason why I started nutritional therapy, you know, he's a supreme athlete. He takes after his father, definitely not his mother, but you know, he's been selected for representative football and swimming and athletics, etc. So it's really just helping people to reach their true potential. You know, some of the feedback that I get from my clients is that, you know, mums who are stressed out of their brains, you know, nothing against the dads, but it's us mums that are usually on the front line. We're the ones that have to implement all the changes, etc. And it's really hard when we're really stressed out. So the feedback that they're giving me, the testimonials, is that they're now feeling a lot calmer. They're focused, they're motivated to really help to implement all the strategies and all the changes, etc., that are required to help their babies reach their true potential, help their whole family become you know, rather than getting out of that surviving mode and really thriving. But also, you know, their children, they're reporting back that they're calm, they're focused, able to sit still and retain all the tools and strategies that they're being taught by the therapists, etc., so they can just pick up the ball and run and implement all the tools and strategies. Because you know, if you have a child with special needs, it costs an absolute bomb, you know, and we want these therapies to work. We want our babies to reach their true potential. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, feel free to reach out to me. My passion and my goal is to pass my knowledge on to my clients. And so you become pretty much like the rescue angels. You know, it's a health education and just enabling everyone to reach their true potential. So feel free to reach out. You can either call me or message me on Facebook. On the website, you can book in a free 30-minute intro appointment, whatever works best for you. Or, you know, you can book online. So I really hope that this has been helpful for you. And just I want everyone to know that you're not alone. Okay, this is a journey. This is never going to be a quick fix. Okay, but it's about surrounding yourself with people that get it. Okay, health professionals that have had that firsthand experience. There's nothing you could ever say or do that would shock me, because I've been there. All right, so I just want you guys to know I'm here. If you ever need anything, feel free to give me a call, bounce anything off me. All right, you've got the opportunity to discuss your concerns and your goals, and we can go from there. All right, everyone, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for your time. Bye.